few days since Bobby Wagner arrived in LA to visit with the Rams. And if you were like me, you have been patiently awaiting to see what kind of news may come of this. As you guys may know, I am very much in the camp of signing Bobby Wagner. I think he would be a great asset to our defense, specifically our run defense, which I feel can be worked on a little bit, can see a little bit of improvement uh, in the offseason. I thought we did pretty well with it in the playoff run, but we cannot forget that run defense was something we kind of struggled with throughout the season. So I just feel like Bobby would help us in that area. And so we have not heard anything from the Rams in these past few days about if he's getting signed, if he's not getting signed. But here's a report from Rams Wire that says Rams have legitimate interest in Bobby Wagner, and this was the issue here, but not at his asking price. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is according to Peter King of NBC Sports. The Rams are still interested in signing Wagner, but not at his current asking price. It is reported that Bobby Wagner is seeking $11 million for 1 year, which might be out of the Rams' price range. Yeah, that's a little steep. That's a little steep there. Let's go ahead and read this quote here. Rams have legitimate interest, but not at Wagner's price. He thought to be asking for about $11 million on a 1-year deal. The 32-year-old linebacker is still playing very well, and he'd be a luxury item for the Super Bowl champs. I would say that, but I feel like he would upgrade our defense to another level. And I would feel very comfortable in us repeating if we upgraded in our run defense, but you already know that. If he wants to stay in the same division as the team that dropped him, Seattle, Wagner will have to recalibrate his asking price down. He may just find another team, Baltimore or Dallas, with more money available. So the Rams have $8.8 million in cap space, which is actually more than the Ravens, who have 8.4, but just over half of the Cowboys' cap space, 15.7. The Cowboys have 50.7 million. But the Rams still have other holes to fill at outside linebacker and cornerback after losing Von Miller and Obo here. Darius Williams is in Jacksonville now. That's right, yeah, in Jacksonville, using the rest of their cap space on one inside linebacker may not be the best use of assets. But perhaps Wagner will bring his price down to play against the Seahawks twice a year. All right, so this is not surprising. I believe 11 million is a little much. It is a lot. I really want Bobby Wagner to join our team, and I think he really wants to join too. He made a comment a few weeks ago about him saying he wanted to be in LA, and that his only two teams he wanted to play for, I think, were like the Rams and the Chargers. I think I could be wrong on that, but I believe that is the case. He said he wants to be here, and I think he wants to be on a team that has a potential to win a championship, and I do believe he wants to kind of stick it to Seattle. I'm getting this vibe that he wants to join. He would prefer to be in the NFC West, having to play Seattle twice a year, and I do think he wants to come on board. I really do. There is mutual interest, I believe, that Bobby wants to come on board and the Rams want him as well. It's just a price thing, and it's one thing holding the Rams up too is this Aaron Donald extension. I think the fact that we really haven't heard anything from that front kind of tells me perhaps both sides, and this is just me speculating, are kind of at a standstill. And I think that's affecting the Rams in terms of signing like free agents. Obviously, they don't want to sign like 11 million. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if I've just never been one to uh, tell someone else what to do with their money or tell them like that they should take a pay cut or anything of that nature. It's just I just personally don't feel like it's the right thing to do. I'm not going to do that. It's very much, especially in these times that we have right now, get what you're worth. Get as much money as you can. Because it's crazy out there. So I am very much for these players trying to get as much as they can when they can. That being said, I'm also a fan. Just like y'all, I'm a fan, and I it's cool seeing all the star players on your team. And it would be cool to see Bobby Wagner with Aaron Donald, and Stafford and Ramsey, and that would be really cool. I want to see that as a fan. But I'm not gonna get on here and tell Bobby Wagner, hey man, you need to take a pay cut. I'm not gonna do that. That just wouldn't be right. But it's hopefully they can come to an agreement. Bobby, I think you would thrive here. I really, really do. So hopefully they can get something worked out. If no one else signs him, 11 million is kind of a lot for 1 year. I mean, that's a lot of money, man. I mean, but like I said, if no one else signs him, I think he might come down. I think he probably would take a bit of a pay cut. He's already said he wants to be here, so it's obvious that his first choice, I believe his first choice is us, the Rams. I don't know that for sure, but I believe that it is. And he may end up going somewhere else, but I think the Rams are, God, as much as I want to sign him, they're making the right move, kind of just sitting it out, see if maybe he can bring the price down a little bit, because this whole Aaron Donald thing, I think, is holding up the Rams a little bit. So I don't know. I think it's a situation where, in my personal opinion, Aaron wants to get paid, obviously, and I think he's earned that. But Aaron is also on a current contract, but he wants to get a lot more money. I think he feels like the end is near, and he wants to get as much as he can while he can. And I understand that, and I believe what's happening is the Rams want to do that, but I feel like with how strapped we are with the cap, the only way they could do that is if they actually extend him to a long-term deal, like extend a few more years on his contract. And because I just feel like that would be the only way to offset paying him more money and having us be under the cap and being able to make moves like sign Bobby Wagner. The fact that we haven't heard, the fact that a deal hasn't been done yet, seems to indicate, to me at least, that the Rams have offered him the money, but have said, hey, but you got to help us out. We are going to extend you a few more years. We need you here. We need to know you're going to be here to fill out the remainder of that contract, and we'll give you some more of that money, which is perfectly reasonable. But the fact that Aaron has not agreed to it yet, and it is of my opinion and belief that Aaron does probably want to quit football soon, whether it's after next year or the year after that. I think he's going to hang him up relatively soon, and I don't know if he's that interested in playing for the remainder of his contract for a longer extension. I don't think he's interested in playing say the Rams want to tack on like 4 more years to stretch out the cap on his contract, I think maybe in his mind, he's thinking, man, I really don't want to play for like 4, 5, 6 more years. I'm trying to get my money. I got my ring. I do want to kind of maybe run it back, but that's a long. I mean, all those years, that's a long time. And I think this is the situation we find ourselves in. I believe, and this is just my speculation. I don't know anything, but I just kind of get the feeling it's something along those lines. I think the Rams are willing to pay Aaron, but I think there is a caveat, and they want him to kind of guarantee them that he will be on the team for several more years so they can attempt to build a dynasty. And with Aaron not saying anything yet, I think he doesn't know if he wants to necessarily play that long. So we are definitely that either way. I believe Aaron Donald is close to retirement. Whether it's after this season or the next, I think he wants to leave relatively soon. I believe. I really do. And it's I don't blame him. He's already been in here. He's been highly productive for a long time as a D tackle. But that I went off in kind of a tangent there, but I believe that is what's ultimately kind of holding us up, I think, with signing free agent players and maybe making a deal with Bobby Wagner here. So, I mean, that's going to be it for now. I mean, I'm very interested. I'm very much waiting to see what happens with Aaron. I'd love to, the fan in me would love to see him play another 10 years. I know that's not going to happen. Football is difficult. It's a physical sport. It takes a lot out of you. And especially for someone like Aaron who works very hard, I can imagine he's at closer to the end. And, but it's hopefully they could, I'm waiting for that. So hopefully that'll get done. And maybe the Rams, depending on how that deal looks, will have more flexibility to hopefully meet Bobby in the middle. And my only suggestion is to Bobby and the Rams, maybe you guys can maybe, come up with a compromise, meet in the middle. If you both want to be there, if you both want to have a relationship, and I really do honestly believe both parties are interested in the other. But like I said, I don't blame Bobby for trying to get 11 million. I really don't, but we'll see what the market decides. Someone may pay him, and if they do, they're going to get a damn good linebacker. And I won't be mad at him at all for getting the money. So, but hopefully somehow, some way he can join us. So that's going to be it now. For now, guys, I will catch you guys on the next one. And as always, go Rams.